What's up, guys? In this video we're going to look at some key issues that have potential to blow up that you can still snag for under $50. Stay tuned.
Comically correct comics.
First of all, thank you for stopping by, you guys. I truly appreciate all of you. Make sure you smash like, subscribe, share, comment, all of the above, all of that good stuff. And I truly appreciate all of you for all of those things. So the issues that we're going to look at in this video are not just spec books. They're not just keys. They're both. These are spec book keys that have huge potential to blow up. And I'm not just finding this information out there on the internet about, key issues and running to the mic and saying these are ones that you should go out and buy. These are ones that I've actually done the research on, put my money where my mouth is, and invested my own money on these books, sometimes a lot of money. I've been doing really well with my spec book investing, and I just wanted to pass on my research and what I found to you guys, so you can jump in too. I wouldn't make these recommendations if I didn't truly believe that these books had some huge potential and would be a good investment. Now, that said, it is comic book speculation, and so there is no guarantee that these are going to go up in value. There is no guarantee that these are good investments. All I'm saying is I've invested in them. I've done the research to believe that they are good investments and enough to take a risk on. So take it with a grain of salt. It depends on how comfortable are you with risk. And just so you know, I'm actually really comfortable with risk, so I'm not afraid to drop $2,000 on a book, if I think it's going to go up in value. So that's where my head is at in the game, and I'm not sure where yours is. The values that are going to be referred to and mentioned in this video are for near mint raw books unless otherwise stated. And so what I mean by that is if you were to buy the book on a website like Midtown Comics or My Comic Shop and it was listed as near mint, that's the price that we're talking about here. So if you're buying these books on eBay, just be very, very careful when they say near mint or mint condition, because a lot of the sellers on eBay have no idea what grading is. They might think good condition or very good condition means near mint, or that a good condition book is near mint. It's just they're not using the actual terms. So just be careful and aware of that. If you're buying it from an eBay seller that has thousands and thousands of reviews that sells comic books exclusively, they're going to know the terminology well, but it's definitely something you want to pay attention to if you're buying books on eBay. Alright, so the first book is a book I'm really excited about. It's called Hench Girl, and the book is Hench Girl number 1. This is a variant edition, but this title has been optioned since June of 2019, and there's rumors that it's well underway in production. About this series, it's a comedy about a girl, the Hench Girl, who works for a supervillain, and it was originally published by the author and artist Kristen Gudsnuck. I think I'm saying that right. Kristen Gudsnuck. I mean, how talented are you to produce, write, and illustrate a comic book? I mean, this woman must be super talented. Shout out to you, Kristen Gudsnuck. Good work putting out your own comic book. You're living the dream, and I hope that this takes off for you. She originally published this book on her own, and the first issue was number NN, or no number, and that book is fetching around $650, I think raw. I'll put a picture of it up here. So that's the money book in this. If you can find that out there, it's super low print run. She published it herself. And then it got picked up by Scout Comics, and it had an 11 issue run. So this is the first issue. That's the one that you want to look for in this series, is issue number 1. It has about 5 different covers for issue number 1. the one you want to look for is the regular cover. The regular cover in near mint condition goes for around $25 to $40, so still under that $50 mark for this. That's why I made it into this video. But all of these variant covers like this one sell for around $20 in near mint condition. So keep an eye out for that. I'm excited to see if that goes anywhere. It seems like a cool story that could definitely get, some legs for its own show. Alright, so next up we have Totally Awesome Hulk #1, and I found it here in a CGC 9.6. I got this one and an 8.5 graded for around $70, which was a steal. It's not a reflection of the price, it was just a really good auction. And this is the first appearance of Amadeus Cho as the Incredible Hulk. Amadeus Cho's first appearance was in Amazing Fantasy Volume 2, number 15. Which is a really popular, well-known book right now. But this is his first appearance as the Incredible Hulk. This character goes on to become Brawn. And Amadeus Cho is a Korean American, and minority superheroes are super hot right now. I can totally see a live-action movie or TV show compiling all of the minority superheroes and bringing them together. And news of that nature would send this book skyrocketing. And you can find near mint raw copies of this book well under $50, around the $20 to $30 range. There are many different variant covers for this, but the one to look for is the regular cover or the hip hop cover. That's what I would suggest. A lot of the variants are cool and hold their value as well, but these are the two that I've researched. Hip hop variants are super, super hot right now, and you can find this one in a hip hop variant for under $50, around 30 to 40 bucks. So I definitely recommend getting in on this one while you still can. There's also an incentive variant, which goes for a couple $100 raw near mint. Next up we have Venom #7. Now this is the first cameo appearance of Dylan Brock, Eddie Brock's son. His first full appearance is in Venom #9. But this Venom #7 is a book that you can still grab near mint in raw condition for under $50. It sells for around $30. And without giving too many spoilers away about how his character has evolved thus far, I just think that this character has some serious potential to have legs in the Marvel Universe and in the Venom series. So next up, we have one of my favorite Spec books right now, at least one that I am very heavily invested in because I bought 105 copies of this when I found it for a decent price. They're currently sent off to CCS to be pressed and then CGC to be graded, which I already regret and wish I would have went with a different company because of the turnaround time. But the issue I'm referring to is Spawn #9. This is the first appearance of Angela, and it's also the first appearance of Medieval Spawn. And it's said to be a cover swipe for Wonder Woman #72. Let me put both of those issues up here, and you tell me, leave a note in the comments, do you think this is a cover swipe of that issue? I think it might be different enough that that's just a coincidence, but it very well could be a cover swipe of that issue. Nonetheless, Angela turns out to be Thor's half-sister, and as we all know, Spawn is an Image book, and I don't know that I've ever seen this before where there's a crossover between Image or another indie publisher and Marvel. Leave a note down in the comments. Have you guys ever seen this kind of crossover before? Anyways, it's super exciting. She's been rumored to be in a movie coming to the MCU for a long time. You can still find raw near mint copies between $10 and $25. Sometimes you can get them really cheap. So it's definitely something that's totally attainable to get in on still. The interesting thing about this issue is that there are some variant prints out there. There are some embossed covers, and I'll put pictures of them up here, reprinting Spawn #9 in different languages. And the money book is a thermocolor Spawn #9. And this is a German reprint, and the cover is thermographic. Thermographic means that it reacts to heat. how cool is that? I've never seen that before on a comic book cover. And this one fetches a pretty premium. It's about $600 in near mint condition. There's only 400 issues of this printed. And another money book on this one is the newsstand edition of Spawn 9, which just has the UPC code on the front label, going for quite a bit more than the direct edition price. So I got to give a shout out to my absolute favorite spec book of all time right now, which is We Only Find Them When They're Dead, #1. This is the regular cover, the cover A, which you can still pick up for cover price or less. But what I would recommend getting in on is some of these exclusive covers from places like Sanctum Sanctorum Comics, Cover Alpha Comics, and Comics Core Promotions. And I'll put a link up here to another one of my videos that has that details all of these different variants. But you can get every variant of We Only Find Them When They're Dead for under $50 right now, with the exception of the Jenny Friesen 1 in 50 variant, which sells for between $50 and $75 in near mint condition. So this is a great time to get in on this book. I firmly believe that this book is going to go places with a live action film or a TV series, and we shall see how that plays out. Another thing to look for is the subsequent print of the first issue. So this video is being filmed on October 7th, and right now we're currently on the 4th print of We Only Find Them When They're Dead #1. And the 4th print is set to be released on October 21st, 2020. And what you want to look for on this one is whatever the last print is. So if the 4th print is indeed the last print, then I would pick that one up. They might go to a 5th print. They might go to a 6th print. It depends on how many 4th prints they sell. But whatever the last print is, usually that's the lowest print run. And historically, especially in recent years, this has really played a role on values. Something's Killing the Children comes to mind, where there's a 6th print, which was really rare, that goes for probably about the same as the first print. And in a lot of cases, the subsequent prints go for more than the first prints. So keep an eye out on those subsequent prints. So last but not least, we have Strange Academy #1. Kind of unbelievably, you can still pick up near mint raw copies of Strange Academy #1, the first print, for under $50. It's right around the $50 mark, but consistently you can find it for $50 or less. And this book just has huge potential. There are so many first appearances in this book. There's like a dozen first appearances, and this book has TV show, Disney Plus series, Netflix series, live action movie written all over it. It's got Hogwarts, Harry Potter vibes, and just has potential to be really popular. Sorry about the noise again, guys. We've got some renovation going on at the house, so you might hear some roof action going on. But anyways, there are a ton of subsequent prints for this book. There's a ton of variants for this book, and prices for those are all over the board. But what I'm talking about here is just the first print, cover A, or like the J. Scott Campbell cover, but first print. These exclusive covers and things along those lines have a totally different price scheme. So anyways, I was surprised to find that in my research that could make this list of under $50. So anyways, guys, this video was a lot of fun to make because these are the types of books that really get me excited. There's a low entry level, there's a low level of risk. It's something that is pretty much attainable for most people at this price point. I'm going to do another video in the future of under $25, so it's even more attainable. And for those of you that is not attainable, that's totally understandable. Give me a follow over on Instagram I'm always doing free giveaways over there. It was not unlikely that one or more of these books will show up over there as a free giveaway. Definitely that Spawn number 9 is going to get some giveaway action. And so, yeah, thank you so much for being a part of my channel and for stopping by. Really appreciate all of you guys. Please hit a like if you enjoyed the video on your way out. Thumbs down if you suck at life. I'm so sick of negative people right now, but go ahead and hit that thumbs down anyways if you suck at life. And don't forget to smash like, subscribe, comment, share, all that fun stuff. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Bye.